Good morning, everyone. Today, we're going to discuss our first topic for midterm in the subject Computing Fundamentals, which is the inside the hardware. But before that, may I remind everyone to please mute their mic or turn it off for us to better understand the lesson and to avoid unnecessary noise. So the topic for midterm is divided into three. We have the computer hardware, the input and the output devices, and the storage devices. But before that, let's identify the objectives. So at the end of the lesson, you students will be able to understand what is a computer hardware, enumerate or give an example of input and output devices, and of course, the storage devices. So let's begin with the definition of the computer hardware. So computer hardware is the physical components of the computer. It refers to the tangible components of a computer system. So tangible meaning nahahawakan. So for example, we have the mouse, the keyboard, the monitor, and the system unit itself is an example of a computer hardware. So the physical components of a computer can be classified into three categories. Those are the system unit, the input and the output, and the storage components. So a system unit of a computer is where you can see the different internal components of a computer. So meaning nasa loob siya. We have the LAN card, for you to have your internet connection. So, dapat meron kang LAN card, the hard disk, the memory, optical drive, and the processor or the brain or the heart of the computer. So, system unit can be classified into 6 basic types. The first one is the desktop system units. This is a type of system unit that is designed to be placed either horizontally or vertically like this one. Another is the media center system units. It uses powerful desktop system hardware with specialized graphic cards or graphics card for interfacing with television and other home entertainment devices. So ito yung ikinoconnect natin sa TV. And then the output, i-display niya sa TV for entertainment purposes. The other one is the notebook system units, or the other term for the notebook system units is laptop. It is portable, much smaller one than desktop or the media center. The next one is the netbook system units. It is similar to notebook system units or laptop. So the only difference is it is less powerful and less expensive. They are usually designed to support on-the-go web browsing and email access. So they are different in the performance when it comes to the laptop. The next one is the tablet PC system units, same as to notebook system units. So they are all almost the same performance. They are highly portable devices that supports the use of stylus or pen. So instead of keyboard in the netbook, in the tablet PC, they are using stylus or pen or the finger itself to input commands and data. And the next one is the handheld computer system units. It is designed to be the smallest to fit the palm of one hand. So this system contain an entire computer system including the electronic components, the secondary storage, and the input and output devices. So ganun siya kaliit pero ah, nasa loob niya na yung electronic components. It is a small type computer. So again, what are the three types of, or the three basic types of system units? The first one is the desktop, the media center, the notebook, or what we call the laptop, the netbook, the tablet PC, and the handheld computer system units. So those are the 6 types of system units. Okay, so let's proceed with the heart or the brain of the computer, or also known as the central processing unit or the processor. So processor, also known as the central processing unit, is the heart and the brain of the computer, because without this, computer cannot do anything. There are 2 basic components of the processor. The first one is the control unit that tells the rest of the computer system how to carry out a program's instruction. And the other one is the arithmetic logic unit, or the ALU or ALU, that performs 2 operations. It performs 2 operations. We have the arithmetic and the logical. And the next one is the motherboard. So motherboard, a system board, also known as the motherboard or the main board, controls communication for the entire computer system. So every component within the system unit connects to the system board. So all external devices, including the keyboard, so pag mag-i-input ka ng words sa keyboard, paano ba niya dinidisplay sa monitor? So pinaprocess yan through the motherboard. The mouse and the monitor connect to the system board. So system board has a variety of different electronic components such as the sockets, the slots, and the bus lines. The next one is the memory. So memory is a holding area for data instructions, and information. So like microprocessors, memory is contained on chips connected to the system board. So as you can see, this is the image of a memory. We have 3 well-known types of memory. We have the ROM, the RAM, and the flash memory. Okay, so let's compare the 3. For the read-only memory or the ROM, it is a memory chip that stores information or data in it. Data is written to or programmed to a ROM by a manufacturer or the computer engineer. And the information inside it are commonly not changeable. So, hindi siya napapalitan. While the other one, the random access memory or the RAM, is also a memory chip that holds a data or information temporarily. So RAM is commonly referred to as volatile memory. So when we said volatile, meaning if the RAM is not powered by electricity, all data or information is stored in it will be deleted. So RAM can be classified into different types. So marami na rin klase ang RAM. We have the DRAM, the SDRAM, the DDR, and the direct RD RAM. The next one, or the third one, is the flash memory. So flash memory is a special type of EEPROM that can be erased and reprogrammed in blocks instead of 1 byte at a time. So many modern PC have their BIOS stored on a flash memory chip so that it can easily be updated if necessary. So such a BIOS is sometimes called flash BIOS. So as you can see in the picture, this is an example of a flash memory. Okay, so those are the computer or inside the hardware. Okay, so let's proceed with the next one, which is the input and the output devices. So when we said input devices, it is a device that allows the user to input raw data onto a computer system. These are hardware. So it can be a hardware used to translate words, sounds, and images and actions that people understand into a form that the system unit can process. So these include pointing, scanning, image capturing, keyboard, and audio input devices. Okay, so for you to better understand what is input devices, we have here an example of input devices. The first best example is the keyboard. So keyboard, it is an input device used to enter character and functions into the computer system by pressing buttons or keys. So we have the alphanumeric keys, the function keys, the numeric keys. It is the primary device used to enter text. A keyboard typically contains keys for individual letters, numbers, and special characters, as well as keys for specific functions. A keyboard is connected to a computer system using a cable or a wireless connection. So, keyboard, pwedeng may wire, pwedeng ring, walang wire. So, we have also different types of keyboards, like the system unit. So, marami ring klase ang keyboard. The first one is the PDA keyboards. So, PDA keyboards, miniature keyboards for PDAs and smartphones to send email, create documents, and more. So as you can see in the image, that is the example of a PDA keyboards. The next one is the virtual keyboards. So virtual, makikita siya sa screen, pero keyboard type. So virtual keyboards are common on tablet computers and mobile devices. The other one is the traditional keyboards. So full-size, rigid, rectangular keyboards that include functions, navigational, and numeric keys. So yung ginagamit natin, that is the traditional keyboard. We have also the ergonomic keyboards. So the ergonomic keyboards, the keyboard arrangement, however, is not rectangular and a palm rest is provided. And the next one is the wireless keyboards. So wireless keyboards transmit input to the system unit through the air by eliminating connecting wires. So wala siyang wires to the system unit. So these keyboards provide greater flexibility and convenience. Yeah, so again, the five types of keyboards is, the first one is the PDA. We have the virtual, the traditional, the ergonomics, and the wireless keyboard. Okay, so let's proceed with the next one. We have the mouse. Mouse, it is a device that controls the movement of the cursor or pointer on a display screen. A mouse is a small object you can roll along a hard, flat surface. So this is an example of a mouse. We have also different types of mouse. The first one is the optical mouse. So optical mouse has no moving parts and is currently the most widely used. It emits and sends light to detect mouse movement. So this is an example of an optical mouse, as you can see in the picture. We have also the oldest type of mouse. We have the mechanical mouse, has a ball on the bottom and is attached with a cord to the system unit. As you can see in the picture, there is a ball in the mechanical mouse. Then we have also the cordless or the wireless mouse. It is a battery-powered device that typically uses radio waves or infrared light waves to communicate with the system unit. We have also the trackball. Trackball, also known as the roller ball, to control the pointer by rotating a ball with your thumb. Ayan. So as you can see, trackball, and then meron din kasamang keyboard. Then we have also the touchpad. So usually touchpad, yung mga netbook, yung laptop, touchpad kasi yung naka-built dun sa mismong device na yon. So touchpads to control the pointer by moving and tapping your finger on the surface of a pad. And the next one, or the last one, is the pointing stick, located in the middle of the keyboard to control the pointer by directing the stick with one finger. Yan. So, eto, may mga ganito rin dun sa ibang laptop, pointing stick instead of the touchpad. So again, let's enumerate the different types of mouse. We have the optical, the mechanical, the wireless, the trackball, the touchpad, and the pointing stick. Okay, so let's proceed with the next one, which is the scanning devices or the scanner. That is also an example of input device. It is a device that captures images from photographic prints, posters, magazine pages, and similar sources for computer editing and display. Scanners come in handheld, feed-in, and flatbed types, and for scanning black and white only or color. We have also different types of scanning devices. The first one is the card readers. So card readers are devices that decode or interpret the data written in a magnetic strips or the RFID tags. So as you can see in the picture, this one is the card, and then it is being read by the card readers. So yung magnetic strips nito ang binabasa ng card reader. We have also the barcode readers, are devices that contains photoelectric cell that scan or read barcodes. So barcodes are lines of different widths and sizes representing data. That when read, determine what the scanned object is. So usually, yung mga gumagamit ng mga barcode, mga supermarket, yan, and department stores. Another type of input devices is the character and mark recognition devices. So these are hardware that recognizes special characters or markings. Typically, there are three types of the CMRD, or the character and mark recognition devices. The first one is the magnetic ink character recognition. So typically used by banks to read unusual numbers or markings on the bottom of checks or deposit slips. The other one is the optical character recognition, used by department stores or retail stores to read special preprinted character on price tags using light source. And the third one is the optical mark recognition, used by schools or institutions to recognize markings in answer sheet. So para mas mabilis i-check yung mga sagot, ito yung ginagamit nila, optical mark recognition, especially for examination that is multiple choice. So again, the first one, MICR, used by banks, yung Pangalawa, optical character recognition used in department stores. And the third one, used in institution or schools. We have also the image capturing devices. So image capturing devices, it is a hardware that obtains a digital image from a vision sensor such as camera. So the best example for the image capturing devices is the camera. So the most common type of image capturing device is digital cameras and digital video cameras. So for the digital cameras, similar to traditional cameras, except that images are recorded digitally on a disk or in the camera's memory, rather than on film and then downloaded or transferred to your computer. Then we have also the digital video cameras. So digital video cameras record motion. Yung isa kasi, kinakapture niya lang yung image. While this one, it records motion digitally on a disk or in the camera's memory. So webcams are specialized digitally video cameras that capture images and send them to a computer for broadcast over the internet. Then we have also the audio input devices. So audio input devices, it is a hardware that allow a user to send audio signals to a computer for processing, recording, or carrying out commands. Devices such as microphones allow users to speak to a computer in order to record a voice message or navigate software. Yeah, so those are an example of the input devices. So let's proceed now with the output devices. So output devices, it is a device or hardware that exhibit to human the processed data from the computer, whether by means of LCD display, LCD projector, printed output, and etc. So output device is an electronic or electromechanical equipment connected to a computer and used to transfer data out of the computer in the form of text, images, sounds, or other media to display screen, printer, loudspeaker, or storage device. So the best example for the output device or devices is the monitor. So monitors are often used synonymously with computer screen or display. So the monitor displayed the computer's user interface and open programs, allowing the user to interact with the computer, typically using the keyboard and the mouse. So we have different special type of monitors. We have the first one, the e-book readers, handheld book-sized device or devices that display text and graphics. The next one is the data projectors, so a specialized device that should be or that is similar to opaque projector, but the data projectors should be connected to a computer in order to work. So para may ma-display siya, dapat connected ito sa computer. Then highly definition television or HDTV, television or monitor that is much clearer and more detailed than regular television. But high-definition television also requires a specialized ports and specialized cables such as HDMI. Yeah, so those are the different types of monitor or the special types of monitor. The next output device is the printer. So printers, it is an external device that communicates with another digital device to print what a user sees on a screen. Printers use small pixels to transfer an image from the system to another surface. So we have also different types of printers. We have the inkjet and the laser printers. So inkjet and the laser printers are the most commonly used varieties of this device and are most commonly hooked up to a personal computer. So this is an example, or these are an example of the inkjet printer. So it's a printer that is spray ink at high speed onto the surface of the paper. The next one is the laser printers. Printers that use the same technology as the photocopying machine. Laser printers use a laser light beam to produce images with excellent letter and graphics quality. So mas mabilis ang processing niya compare with the inkjet printer. Mas mabilis siyang mag-print. So other types of printers, we have the dot matrix printers. So usually ginagamit ito for duplicating, usually at the bank. So these printers are used to print characters and images using a series of small pins on a print head, a bit inexpensive and reliable, but quite noisy. We have also the thermal printer. So printer that uses heat elements to produce images on heat-sensitive paper. So commonly used as tape, receipts in the groceries, ATM machines, fast food, and etc. So ang tawag doon sa ginagamit nila is thermal printer. We have also the platters, a special purpose printer for printing wide specialized output like blueprints, sketches, designs, and large drawings. We have also the photo printers, another specialized printers that is designed to print photo quality images. And the portable printers, so typically small and portable in size, wherein you can bring anywhere with your notebook. Okay, the last one is the audio output tools. Are hardware devices that output or convert audio information into sounds that a human computer user can understand. So common audio output devices are speakers and headsets. So yun yung best example of the audio output device. And this device will not work if not connected to a sound card when you connect it to a computer. So those are an example of the input and the output devices. Okay, so let's proceed with the last topic for midterm, which is the storage. So storage, it is any computing hardware that is used for storing, porting, and extracting data files and objects. It can hold and store information both temporarily and permanently. It can be internal or external to a computer, server, or any similar computing device. This type of storage are considered as the secondary storage because the memory of computers are referred to as the primary storage. So different types of storage. The first one is the hard drive. Yeah, so hard drive usually found at the system unit. So also known as the hard disk. It is an electronic component of a computer that uses metallic platters or platers that is stacked one after the other to store data by altering the magnetic charges of the disk surface. Hard disk can also be classified into three types based on its materials or based on the type of connection it uses. So we have the SSD or the solid state drive, the IDE or the integrated drive electronic, And we have the SATA, or the Serial Advanced Technology Attachment. So for the solid state drive, or the SSD, it is an alternative to the traditional hard disk and is employed in the myriad products including mobile devices, iPads, cameras, laptops, and desktop computer. SSDs are faster than hard disks because there is zero latency or no read-write head to move. So we have here, this one is an example of a solid state drive. Then we have also the integrated drive electronics, or the IDE hard disk. It is a standard electronic interface used between a computer motherboard's data paths or bus and computer's disk storage device or devices. So this is an example of IDE hard disk. Then the Serial Advanced Technology Attachment, or the SATA hard disk, is a serial link, a single cable with a minimum of 4 wires creates a point-to-point connection between devices. Ayan. So as you can see, yung cord niya is different from the IDE. We have also the thumb drives and the external hard disk. So thumb drives, commonly known as the USB flash disk or the USB or the flash drive, are one of the most compact way of transfer and storing data or information. Then we have also the external hard disk. It is connected or linked to a computer using USB cable and the USB port. Then we have also the optical disk drives. Optical disk drives is one of the common oldest method of storing information to an external source. Optical disk is a storage medium from which data is read and to which it is written by lasers. So there are several types of optical discs, like the compact disc or the CD, the digital versatile disc or the DVD, and the Blu-ray disc. So for you to read the information in these types of optical disc, you need the disk drive reader. So this one. So compact disc, it is one of the most widely used optical formats. So CD can store from 650 MB up to 1 gig of data on one side. So there are 3 basic types of CD. We have the read-only, common type of CD that you can buy in music stores and as well as in software companies, wherein the CD only holds data and available only for reading. Then we have also the write once type of CD that is available in computer peripheral stores or bookstore, wherein you can use the CD to hold your data for future use or for transfer purposes. And then we have also the rewritable. So rewritable, same as to write once type of CD. Rewritable is a type of CD wherein you can erase and overwrite the data that is written in it. But most of rewritable CD have maximum limits or maximum capacity. Then we have also the digital versatile disc or the DVD, also known as the digital video disc, is a newer format of the CD. The only difference they have is that DVD can carry more than CD. DVD can hold from 4.7 gigabytes up to 17 gigabytes, which is 17 times the capacity of CD. So meaning mas mabilis ito at mas malaki yung capacity niya compared with the CD. So basic types of DVD is just the same as to CD. Then the next one is the Blu-ray disc. So Blu-ray disc is the next generation optical disc because this type of optical disc can hold high definition video due to its high capacity. A typical Blu-ray disc can store a capacity of 25 to 100 gigabytes. Imagine how large of video data it can hold in one disc. Again, same as to the DVD and CD, Blu-ray also has three basic types. So meron din siyang three basic types, just like with the CD. It has read-only, write-once, and the rewritable. Then we have also the cloud storage. The storage of data online in the cloud, wherein a company's data is stored and accessible from multiple distributed and connected resources that comprises a cloud. Then the last one is the mass storage, specialized high-capacity secondary storage device or devices designed to meet organizational demand for data. So ito na yung ginagamit ng mga malalaking company or organization, the mass storage devices. So that would be all for today. Again, those are the computer hardware, the input and output devices, and the storage devices. So before we end, may I just remind you to please take your midterm quiz 1 and 2 until September 6. Thank you for listening.